Welcome to Adventure of Choice, the podcast where you get to choose your adventure for the day. Each episode comes with a choice you must make. You will then go to the timestamp where your choice begins and finish out your adventure. One choice will be considered canon, and that story arc will continue into the next episode. If you pick the non-canon choice, that's okay. You can listen to the canon version or just be surprised next time. Now, without further ado, let's start your adventure, shall we? It's a beautiful morning when you wake up. The sun shines brightly through the window, and a wafting scent of coffee brings you down the stairs to the kitchen. "How do you take your coffee?" asks the wizard, producing 2 cups out of the cabinet. Today you decide to take it with a small amount of sugar and a small amount of milk. Sweets fanatics would call it black, and black coffee enthusiasts would call that description heresy. The 2 of you share a quiet breakfast. Simple rye toast covered in quail eggs and bacon slices. The moment brings contentment, but the coffee kickstarts your need for adventure. "Where to next?" you ask the wizard. "Well, I was hoping you could help me with a puzzle I've never been able to solve." "A puzzle?" you ask. "Like a tabletop game? How many pieces is it that you couldn't get it together?" "Not that kind of puzzle. Well, maybe puzzle wasn't the right word. Maybe mystery fits better. You see, I've been trying to track down my lost love. It's a real the one that got away situation. But I can't find her. And if I can't find her, how can I unfumble her?" "Sorry if this is rude," you say, "but you're pretty old. How do you know she's still alive?" "The heart always knows with that kind of love. Also, thanks for that. Witches live a long time too, you know." Again, you apologize to the wizard and ask him how you can help him solve this mystery. "Well, it's more than just finding her. I need to find a certain flower, too. It was more common in the days when we knew each other, but now it's all but extinct. Everlasting lilacs. They were her favorite. Tracking one of those down would be the best way to show my intent." "Well," you say, "I helped find an invisible cat. I can help find an almost extinct flower and a random lady. Sure. Say, what happened between the 2 of you anyway?" "Nothing." "What do you mean, nothing?" you ask. "Nothing happened with you and your lost love?" "Never mind that. Don't be so nosy. Anyway, I've decided 2 possible ways we can find her and the flower. But each has their difficulties. Either we visit my friend Layla, who also knows my love and has a lot of ancient world knowledge suitable to flower finding, or we go to the Gauntlet Library and prove to the librarians that we deserve that knowledge." You think for a moment and then ask, "What's so difficult about Layla?" "She's a dragon, and she doesn't work for free. We'll probably be sent on a side quest to add to her hoard." You grimace. "And what's so difficult about the library?" "It's run by knights. Depending on their mood, the test they set for you to get the knowledge that you seek could be one of violence or riddles or a whole mishmash of things. I had to bake them a cake once just to rent a bedtime story. I was 5. It wasn't a great cake. They let me leave with only half the book." "Only half?" you exclaim. "Yeah, and it was the end half. I still have no idea why all those pigs' houses got blown down. Anyway, what say you? Do you feel like facing a dragon or a group of knights?" And here it is, your choice for this episode. Would you like to try your luck with Layla the Dragon, or would you like to see if you can best some knights for knowledge? All right, if you're going to choose choice 1 is you're going to go see the dragon, and that starts at 4 minutes and 12 seconds. And then if you want to choose choice 2 instead, that's going to be the knights in the library. You're going to go to 15 minutes and 25 seconds. Are you ready? Are you ready for this adventure? It's going to be a lot of fun. I'll see you there. Okay, so you've chosen choice 1. You will be going to see Layla the Dragon. You've only ever heard of dragons hoarding shiny things. How hard could it be to get a dragon a shiny thing? "Okay, wizard," you say. "How does one find this dragon friend of yours?" "Well, she's inside the top of a rather hot mountain. So naturally, we'll fly up there by broom. It's been a while since I've had anyone fly tandem with me. But don't worry, I'm sure we'll manage just fine." Manage and fine were certainly 2 words to describe your broom journey. The wizard was more rusty at flying tandem than he thought. "Whoa, whoa, whoa, don't shift your weight so much." The broom bucked through the air. You were not shifting your weight. You were holding on for dear life. After what felt like hours but was probably only 15 minutes, the top of the mountain came into view.
Now hold on tight. I'm going to try and gently circle us into land.
Gently was certainly a word, but not one that could be used for what the wizard did. Instead of circling, the two of you barrel rolled chaotically into the top of the steaming mountain. You held on so tight your hands felt like they were fused to the broom. All this spinning started to make you feel sick. Then the smell of the lair arrived, and it made you feel sicker. Cheese. Fragrant, gross cheese. The two of you finally land, somehow unscathed. I think I'm going to hurl, you say.
Don't you dare. If you vomit on the horde, Layla will eat us. Speaking of Layla, hello, darling. It's been a long time.
You look up from your shoes, vision finally rendering, to see a large pink dragon atop a massive pile of grilled cheese sandwiches. Some of the sandwiches look fresh, others almost unidentifiable with mold, and some in between the two states. Well, howdy, Jeff, shouts the dragon. How the heck have you been? Who's your friend? Why are you here?
My dear, I am here on a quest. This is my friend, an adventurer. They are here to assist me.
The dragon claps her scaly hands together excitedly. Ooh, a quest! How exciting! Are you looking for help from little old me? You know, there has been a grilled cheese sandwich I've been eyeing for my collection. I do hope I can help. Tell me about the quest.
If you can help me, we'll secure whatever grilled cheese you desire. I'm looking to find Evelyn and an everlasting lilac.
The dragon nods sagely. You want to win her heart and hand, I see. Well, let me tell you, I don't think one is very far from the other, but it won't be a short journey. Yes, I know where those flowers are. I will say I have lost touch with Evelyn. She is not the same as she used to be. But the last time we spoke, she lived right near them. All this I will gladly tell you once you get me my special grilled cheese.
Yes, of course, of course. I know your nature. Where can I find this grilled cheese? What makes it special?
Oh, yay! Well, you see, it is at a most exclusive restaurant. So exclusive, I have been on the waiting list for reservations for the last 800 years. I don't want to wait anymore. I want my grilled cheese from Chateau of Bones.
An exclusive restaurant serves grilled cheese?
Well, no, but they wouldn't refuse a request from little old me. They have bread. They have cheese. They can make it happen. The wizard looks at you.
We'll have to sneak in, and we'll need the cat. Let's get back to my tower.
The wizard turns back to Layla.
You have a deal. We'll be back with that grilled cheese in no time.
Yay! Knowledge for you and grilled cheese for me! The wizard and you have another bumpy-as-all-get-out ride back to his tower. This time, when you land, you do hurl. There. All better. You feel super-duper now. The wizard waves away your mess with a flick of his wand. He then also hurls. He then cleans that up as well.
Wait here a moment while I grab the cat.
The wizard enters his home, and sounds of muffled complaints can be heard. The wizard emerges again. Our hero looks grumpy. He is in a cat backpack. I do so hate this thing. Why do we need our hero again, you ask, feeling sorry for the cat in his backpack state.
This is kind of embarrassing, but he's better at manipulation magic than I am.
I can literally make that sandwich make itself. All this talk of magic types is a little over your head, so you nod like you understand. Do we have to ride the broom again, you ask, fearful of your stomach?
Yes, but it always goes better with Arcuro in tow. I think the backpack helps balance out the broom better.
You look at Arcuro and he gives you a sly wink. You have a feeling that under any circumstances that do not involve the cat, that the wizard is just a bad driver. Regardless if that feeling is true or not, this time on the broom is much smoother.
See? The backpack makes this thing perfectly balanced.
You notice Arcuro's eyes are closed and his brows are knitted in concentration as you fly. You make your way to the roof of Chateau of Bones. The plan is to sneak in through the ductwork. Once all of you are off the broom, the wizard shrinks it down and puts it in his pocket.
Just in case everything goes wrong and we have to exit out the front door. I don't want to leave my only car parked up here.
You nod at the wizard, and the three of you make your way into the duct system. Archero seems pleased to be out of the backpack. You lead the way, using your nose to guide you to the smell of food cooking. Your elbows scrape the ductwork as you crawl along. You remark that you feel like a TV dinner.
What's a TV dinner?
You pause for a moment, and then realize you don't know. You have no idea why you said that. You attempt to shrug, bang your head a bit, grunt, and then press on. Finally, you hear it. Soup bubbling, a stove going, a knife chopping. You peer out of the vent and into the kitchen. One chef seems to be manning the whole place. He's made of bones. Quite literally, he is a skeleton. The only flesh he has left is his tongue, which he uses to taste the soup with a tasting spoon. Something isn't quite right, so the chef makes his way into the spice pantry. He heads all the way in, but leaves the door slightly ajar. Quickly, now's our chance. Lock him in there, and then I can do my thing. Don't you need him to make the grilled cheese, you ask? No. You'll see. Now hurry up. The three of you descend from the ductwork. You swiftly close the door to the spice pantry, blocking the handle with a nearby stool. The wizard grabs the bread, cheese, and some kind of fancy mayonnaise. He presents them to the cat. You watch in awe as Archero begins to talk to the ingredients. Manipulation magic. The sandwich will make itself. It all makes sense now. You watch as the mayo spreads itself on the outsides of the bread. The bread hops into the pan of its own accord. The cheese follows, and so does the last bread. They sizzle, flip, sizzle, flip, sizzle, flip. It's almost looking perfect. The spice door begins to rattle. The sandwich is almost done. You must keep the chef from returning. You put your full weight on the door, but dang, that chef is strong. Just as the sandwich completes itself and packs itself into a takeaway container, the spice pantry door flies open and you are knocked backwards.
Well, looks like we're leaving through the front door.
The wizard stuffs Archero into the backpack and grabs the takeaway container. You regain your footing and you sprint with the wizard towards the front of house. You feel something hard slap you on the back. You look behind you to see the chef. He is furious. You realize what the hard thing was. The chef is throwing his rib bones at you as he chases you out of the restaurant. None of the patrons seem to notice as you run through the dining room because they're too high class. You, wizard, cat, and sandwich make it out onto the street. The chef stands ribless at the front door, shaking his fist at you.
Well, never gonna be allowed back there again.
You've been there before, you ask? But the dragon's been waiting for 800 years.
And she'll wait for another 800 more. There's nowhere to seat a dragon in that place. Yeah, I've been there. I've been there like 3 times. It's so-so.
The wizard enlarges the broom to normal size, and you all take off, smoothly, thank goodness, to Layla's mountain. It's an easy breezy ride. Flying is starting to feel fun to you. This time, as you approach the mountain for landing, you circle effortlessly in. You do not wish to hurl as your feet touch the ground gently. Life is beautiful. Oh, you are back. Do you have what I asked for? The wizard proudly presents the grilled cheese in a takeaway container. Layla wiggles in pure excitement, squelching the pile of grilled cheese around her. Layla gently takes the sandwich out of the wizard's hands. Now for my end of the bargain. The flower you seek is on the moon.
The moon?
Yes, the moon. Well, sort of. The portal to get to the location is on the moon. It's a big mirror-like thing. You can't miss it. That will take you to the last place the flower grows, and to Evelyn. Well, to another portal that leads to Evelyn's home. You see, she unlisted her address from the white pages, so that's as specific as I can be. The wizard looks at you.
You up for some space travel?
Yes, you nod. You've come this far, you may as well see it through. The wizard turns to Layla.
Thank you, Layla. You've helped me a great deal. If I find any cheese on the moon, I'll make a grilled cheese just for you.
The dragon's eyes light up with glee, but then her face turns somber. Wizard, when you find Evelyn, she may be different. If that's the case, bring her and the flower back to me, and I'll see what I can do. And if you do find a moon grilled cheese, I'd be thrilled. But this one would be on the house. You're both my friends, after all. The wizard nods, brow furrowed in concern. He motions to you and you both get back on the broom.
Let's get back to my home to prepare.
And that is the end of Choice 1 for today. Congratulations, you picked the canon choice. Next episode, get ready to go to the moon. For now, you can end your adventure or hear what would have happened if you chose to go to the library. Thanks for adventuring with me today. This has been Adventure of Choice. Welcome to Choice 2. You've decided to go to the Gauntlet Library and earn your knowledge from the knights. Hopefully, they're in a good mood. So where is this library? You ask the wizard. He looks over the rim of his coffee cup and smiles at you.
2 blocks away. Or 4 if you don't want to pass the fishmongers.
Deciding you'd rather not get into a tussle with a man who smells like fish today, the two of you set off on a 4-block walk. The sun is shining. There is a nice breeze. Overall, the walk is very pleasant. You approach a large building. It is made of black stone and towers over the other buildings. A sign above in large, messy red letters reads, Gauntlet Library. A knight in full black iron suit stands at the front gate. He stops you and informs you that before the two of you can enter, you both must sign waivers. He explains that people have tried to sue because they didn't understand the concept of a Gauntlet Library. You and the wizard sigh and roll your eyes. You sign the waivers. They simply read that you may leave with less information than you seek, but you will only leave with, at most, 1 scraped knee between the two of you.
I guess they toned down the violence.
The wizard chuckles as the two of you are permitted to go inside.
Let's try and find info on the flower first. We can swing by the front desk on our way out and have them check the white pages for my love. I think the horticulture section is to the left over here.
The two of you head left, and sure enough, you see a section with plants on the shelves towards the back. Just as you are about to reach it, the floor shifts. It brings you to another section, and there stands a knight. The knight extends his hand to you and says,
Are you ready for your first test?
You bet I am.
Pull my finger.
The wizard does as the knight asks. The knight farts loudly and giggles.
Oh no, the floor rerouted us to the teens section.
Disgruntled, the wizard sets off to the right this time. You hurry to catch up. In your hurry, you miss the fact that another knight has stuck his foot out. Down you go. You scrape your knee on the carpet.
Found the martial arts section.
The wizard helps you up. The scrape isn't too bad, but it does sting a little. The two of you make your way through the stacks, the wizard narrowly avoiding a wet willy from another hiding knight. Finally, you see it, the section with the plants. You also see what tripped you up before. On the floor tiles, there are small arrows. This time you are both careful to step on the tiles that point straight ahead and not to the side. You make it to the horticulture section at last. The books in this section go to the ceiling. A tall, has-seen-better-days ladder stands by to assist. The wizard looks up.
Of course the book we need is all the way at the top. Hold the ladder while I go get it, will you?
You oblige, and the wizard begins to ascend. He grabs a purple velvet book off the top shelf. He makes it almost all the way down the ladder when one rung breaks and sends him tumbling the rest of the way down. He lands on you, but is surprisingly light.
So much for only one of us getting a scraped knee. Maybe I'll sue.
The wizard smiles cheekily at you as he examines where the ladder bit him. The scrape wasn't too bad, but it was still annoying.
Well, let's see what the book says.
Flipping through the book, you find that the everlasting lilac was put into hiding. Having almost gone extinct, its location was made secret, and that secret location only had one access portal, and that portal was on the moon.
We're gonna need my catapult to get up there. Come on, let's head out to the front. No use in getting the flower if we don't even know where she is.
The journey back to the front desk is uneventful. Maybe the knights were taking their lunch breaks. Either way, the front desk one was there.
We'd like to check out this book, please. Oh, and can you look someone up in the white pages for me?
Who do you seek?
Evelyn, the shapeshifter.
The knight begins to flip through a giant tome, but then stops.
I'm sorry. The woman you seek is unlisted. Her address is invisible.
Any way you can make it visible?
No. Now, if that is all, please finish your checkout with the front knight.
The wizard looks at you and sighs.
Back to the drawing board, I guess.
The two of you approach the exit, guarded by the first knight you met on the outside.
Before you leave, I must see your knees.
The knight examines you both.
Ha ha ha! That is 2 scraped knees. You must stay here as knights until at least one of you heals. Here, put these uniforms on and report for duty in the fantasy adventure section.
You try to resist, but the armor forms over your skin. You notice the knee piece over your scraped knee is rough like sandpaper. It hurts to walk. Getting out of here is going to take a long time. Dun dun dun! And so your adventure ends for today. This ending is not canon, so don't worry, your knees are safe for now. I hope you enjoyed adventuring today. Tune in next time when you and the wizard go to the moon. This has been Adventure of Choice.